everybody, Tyler Beast, and welcome to another NBA playoffs on 2K Sports. And I am here with someone else you may have just noticed, and this time, Golf Ball is back. That's right! As we are here for this one for the next part of the NBA playoffs, we are getting ready to show. Composite numbers are right in the range here as for Cavaliers taking on the Hawks. These are the next two back in the Eastern Conference and are heading on over to State Farm Arena. And as for being the moment, we are about to be showing off how they're doing this. Both teams are tied for one, but the next one will be the leadoff here in 2-1 series. You may see it coming, or you may have not seen it coming already, but who's going to win the third game and take the lead series up? Will it be the Cavs or will it be the Hawks? And now for my next commentator partners I do have is one of our takes. Silver Spoon along with Paintbrush, and the other side of it, I give a warm welcome back to Fan. And now, let's get into the action. Cavs, Hawks, next on 2K Sports. Enjoy the game, guys. We'll see you all later for the post-game show. It's one of our biggest of the night here in Atlanta, Georgia. Tonight, the start of the game, the Cavs are feasting against the Hawks. The leadoff series will be for one if one team will win. Cavaliers and Hawks are coming up next after the break. Hi everybody, I am Paintbrush and I'm here with my broadcast partner with Fan and Silver Spoon. There's hipping on a sideline reporter is Allie with Force. It's game 3 and we are ready to show how it's done here in Atlanta, Georgia. Tonight's group was being here as Cavaliers as we are half one of our takes. Donovan Mitchell is with Dyson Daniels. Russenko is with Von Max Strus. Garland's on Trae Young. Johnson's on Mobley and Allen's on Playwood. Starting head coaches between Kenny Atkinson and, of course, Quinn Snyder. It's time for the playoffs! This fraternity is about to be happening here to make it proud. Hawks wins the tip-up, and we are all set, ready for our next game of the playoffs. Fueled and ready to go. Johnson's on Mobley. Mobley chance on Johnson. That's sent over to Young. Young will set things over here. The screen on Johnson. Takes over inside the middle. Russenko for 2, but the start will take it in. That'll be the first 2-pointer for Russenko. This really is giving some hard tries on his table. Doesn't really make anything that's going to happen that long. Now here's the pass for Allen. Allen passes over to Mobley. Mobley pass to Allen. Allen, right around the back door. Shoots over the combo and makes it in. Jared Allen's got his first 2-pointer in the game. Now here's Young. He'll set a screen for Johnson. Watching some play actions here. Right towards his combo. He got that 4 down. And as Trae Young gets the assist. You know, I've been believing on that one here. All I know for is Jalen Chatfield. And what I noticed about Johnson, he's really giving some energy as he's fighting in. Mobley, Mitchell, pass to Strus. Strus sets the pass over, now finding Garland. Over Young. That shot's good for Garland as he's got his first 2-pointer in the game. It's now a tie game of 4. That's Trae Young. He'll set a pass. Russenko up for the 2. Tip off no good as Allen with the rebound sets it over to Mobley. Mobley pass to Allen. Allen slides it back, now finds it over to Mobley. Mobley sets it over to Strus. Strus tries to give it to Mobley. Mobley up overhanded to Allen. Allen, back stepper for the 2. That one misses and Johnson with the rebound. Young's return on the corner on the wing. Finding Russenko on the slam down. What a take on here for the Hawks. This really must take in for Russenko. He's on killing time on attacking. This range up, just put it in time. Gary Scarlett now finds Mobley. It's sent over up and over pass to Allen. Allen, to the middle, the shots fouled. That'll be Okongwu's first personal foul and their first team foul for Atlanta. First free throw will be sent into the free throw line will be Jared Allen. Take a look at one more thing again. That's aggressive look here, and you're looking at it over. That's definitely what it causes with the problem to mess up one of the defensive players. It's not how you can start that often. Like, that's what happens with Jared Allen. He's getting all into it. First free throw coming up for Jared Allen with only 5:38 to go in the first. Yeah, I know that. It's just what I don't believe on. What they really expect for Jared Allen to, like, get some hard shots in. Nothing really stands it in for some most career games. It's really a hard place to be. I know you're not in it for the mood now, but you really have to play on it when you believe. Free throw is good for Jared Allen. And now here's Young. Young pass Okongwu. Okongwu looks to Daniels. Mitchell on a spin around take here. The pass. Johnson for three is off the mark. And rebounded by Okongwu. And the foul has been picked up on Darius Garland. That'll be his first foul for the Team Cavaliers. They're going to go over this point. Now this is what happens now. And someone's going to another goal. This is Nelvin, but they change it oftenly. But until you get it, you have Darius Garland with the first personal foul. And now stepping into the free throw line will be Okongwu shooting for two. For sometimes what happens with Okongwu, he really hasn't scored over any free throws at all. He was really hard, domesticated on his own percentage. When he does so, he just needs to give all the better instruction to put it in on a nice tape. I know for Onyeka Okongwu, he's really playing his professional of the game. And since in college, he has played for the USC Trojans only one season. Definitely the first team to accomplish for the first pack all-team of the 12-pack. Or the Pac-12 for sure. Here's Garland after following a made free throw by Okongwu. Strus will give a three, and that one races off and rebounded again by Allen. Strus pulls it back, will now give to Evan Mobley, sets to Allen. Across around Okongwu, that shot no good, and Okongwu with the rebound over to Young. Trae Young, slowing in, cutting bounding, step up, Johnson on him, Mitchell's on Daniels, the screen by Okongwu, and a take, dish over, Okongwu slams it down, that one's a number one, as for John Daniels makes the assist. They did never fear that at all. I wouldn't bet on that if this would keep going. Strus tries another three. This time he makes it in. I talk about a little force about Kenny Atkinson. He's really like him in all that you need. But we really are underestimating our personal, when we were looking for our offense and defense, it was nobody around, and we really have to do all for the better take to just keep going in at all single digits. He has to be playing in for a better type of it in order to make it successful. Well, he's more successful on that. I mean, I wouldn't stand on more than once. But I can definitely tell you now, they really have so many to get to. And this is nowhere to be playing it off to one of our takes in on offense strategy. You know, Kenny Atkinson's trying to give all the work effort. He just needs to give him some more encouragement. Johnson's on Mitchell. Step back for two. That's no good. Evan Mobley with the rebound off to Mitchell. Mitchell still haven't scored yet. A set to Mobley around the block, and that will be a foul. That will be Okongwu's second personal foul, and their second team foul for the Atlanta Hawks. Just about 3:23 left. Look what happened down. Maybe you see this hard cut? Yep, there's a little bit of a bank up here for Okongwu, and he definitely did not start it often. Set the free throw line will be Evan Mobley. This will be their second trip for the Cavaliers at the free throw line. Mobley hits the first free throw. Now with some new changes here on court, the Hawks and the Cavs make new changes. All 5 players checked out. Mobley moves over to center. Hunter, Coral, Green. And of course, on the other side for the Hawks, all 5 are out. Reggie, Levert, Mann, Niang. And as for always, Levert. And he missed the second. So he's 1 for 2 at the free throw line for Evan Mobley. Here's Terrence Mann. Reggie from outside. To the middle on a shot fadeaway. That one sets a rebound by Evan Mobley. He was really like giving it all in. Didn't really think it was going to happen. Step past to Hunter. Hunter looks over to Green. A setting pass to Okoro. Over Mann. That shot fadeaway is no good for Okoro. Now Karis LeVert will settle it in. On the take. It's rebounded by Green. Green is over to Hunter. Hunter will set to Jerome. Here's Green. The finish on a drive. That one is a good scoop in, and he makes it 2. That's for Jerome's first assist of the game. Great job. That's a lot of great hustling out there, Words. This really is starting off big. LeVert finds Yang. Yang. Here's a 3 for Mann. That's good. They tied it up for 14. And with only 2 minutes remaining, it's a close game. Okoro. The set over finding Jerome. Jerome looks to Okoro. Okoro. Trying to watch around Mann. That one just stood off, and he makes that 2 in. That'll be his first 2-pointer for the Cavaliers. Didn't seem like he was really going to make it in there, but he really did. It was really like all hard work off at EW for him. Here's LeVert. It's blocked by Mobley. First rejection for the Cavaliers as Mobley has his first one. Oh, great work here for Mobley. That's the first rejection we're calling it for. Alley-oop to Hunter! And he lost that one! And now it goes back to LeVert. Reggie slides back on Jerome. Reggie watching the time go down as we are hitting a final minute in the first quarter. With the screen, and a reach-in foul will be on Hunter. That'll be his first personal and their second team foul. Now it's time to make new changes. Larry Nance Jr. is checked in for Clint Capella. He'll put it boundary, Mann, inbounds, slam it down. That'll be another slide on the angle. As the Sacramento try to look toward Atlanta on a hustle, take more than a slam. Jerome, right into it, and there'll be an offensive foul. That's going to be on Evan Mobley with a turnover for the Cleveland Cavaliers. That starts up too bad, and they're really not getting over it used to it. With all the illegal screen putting in, and they don't play it like they've done before. LeVert's on Green. LeVert dishes over to Niang. Yang jump up for the 2 and rebounded by Mobley. Mobley has his 4th rebound of the night. And a chance now finds some Jerome. Jerome with a cutting angle. What a great drive in. But Jerome's first bucket in of under 20 seconds. Well, it's really keeping it good here for Jerome. But it seemed like there might be hard work to be done to finish off. LeVert down to 3. Will he get the buzz beater? And there will be a foul. That's going to be on Green's first. And they're going to tie it up for 18. He makes 2 free throws. The back stepper's not really turning really well. I thought that was not going to go in. But with that game, with 1.4 seconds, this is what something just did happen. He caught from his hand, and he was knocking that over. That's not going to start off. And now with the free throw coming in, it will be Terrence Mann at the free throw line, shooting 2.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
Levert, it's the free throw. Now with some change here, as now coming on the court for George Niang will be Gayu. And he's got the second. Going to have court to roll, and he will not get it in time. That'll end the first quarter, a close game, 18-18. Second quarter coming underway next after this. Oh, we got a big battle afterward. This is what we all do, playoff bound. And if you're just tuning in to get ready for the second quarter, we have you back in action with us as we're ready to take on the next one. This has been a tight this game here, but I'll have your takes here on what happens, guys. Well, they've really been keeping it over and in. I feel like that the Hawks are really giving already done for. Yeah, second chance options are really undertaken. What they really need to do for is to find a way to win it. We start the second quarter as we are all back in, ready to start. For the Cavs start group, Garland is with on Max Strus. Mobley is with on Donovan Mitchell. And in center is Hunter. On for the Hawks, Young's with Dennis. And it's Lance Jr. right toward the center. With Sager and Giants is right toward the power forward. Oh, what a finish by Trae Young. Beats icy. Garland looks over to Hunter. He finds Mitchell. Mitchell. Step up for 2. Tough shot, but he makes it in for Donovan Mitchell. He has his first 2-pointer. Hawks still tied for 20. And in the middle, here's Young, and he's fouled. That'll be Donovan Mitchell with his first. With 7:07, Young at the free throw line shooting 2. Well, it looks like he was spinning. And what happened with this? This is the foul for Donovan Mitchell. Now he's going to get a free throw, get 2 shots. He's really all headed up. Gets bad outtakes there. Nothing really stands out for Trae Young if you'll get 2 free throws in. This is what the hard key doesn't do. You don't get it right. Free throw good for Trae Young. Now this guy who is checked out. And as for Mobley's checked out, Allen's checked in on the court. And as the other side of it, Jalen Johnson's checked in for Gayu. And he only misses 1, but only 1 out of 2 for the Hawks. Now Garland's right to her in the wing. Set to Donovan Mitchell for 3. That one misses. Allen takes his rebound and finds Strus. Under 7 minutes remaining, he finds Mitchell. Mitchell gives to Hunter. 5 to shoot. Have to get in there quickly. Hunter with a 2. The drive, no good. Rebounded by Daniels. Daniels right behind the back. Chance Jr. And Young. Great drive. He throws that in. And he just keeps on going. There's no stopping the advantage on Ice Trae. He really would take all his company. Hunter. Garland for 3. That one stakes the triple to tie it up for 23. He has 5. He was really showing up. He was putting a reception to play it back the other way. Oh, for 3 makes it in for Young. That's for Johnson. It's no saying that Young is on fire to start the first half of the game. Who never sits down? Not when they quite sure, but the Hawks are just keeping it going. Timeout called on Cleveland Cavaliers with 6:01 remaining. You know, they were only the bigger team, and I feel like, well, there could be some upsets in there. Looks like that the Hawks really wants to win this one badly. They've never made it to the second round that time. Since 2021, they've already beat against the Philadelphia Sixers. They really are sure enough they want to give this one our company a trial run. They were not stunned, but they were really all taking it here. I really wanted to see them how they play it like that. Kenny Atkinson's trying to agree with this term, and for the most of the team, they need to get moving. New group substitutions are on the court for the Cavs and for the Hawks. Nance Jr. is checked out, and coming back on the court will be Capella. Garland from outside, he will now give it over to Strus. Mitchell, Allen for two. That rolls in and out. Rebound by Johnson, looks to Daniels. Now Daniels is right toward it on his own wing. The fade, layup, good for Ice Trae Young. He has 13 points. Look at him go. He's really like keeping it going. And a pass to Allen. On the finish, the try puts it in for Allen. He's got 8 points. Well, there's a little switch in there. This is not what they always expect to do. They really have to keep on trying like he did. Capella sets to Daniels. Watching from top. Mitchell in. On a pass to Young. Setting a screen. And right toward middle. On a tape. Drives and makes it through for Young. He has 15. Now Garland's right toward outside. Off to Mitchell. Mitchell. So we get back over to Garland. Hunter hits the screen. Garland with a step two. That's no good. Rebounded by Young. They're losing everything. I don't know what's going to keep going in, but they just need to get it back. Here's Strus, and now Garland. Garland is sent over to Hunter. Three for Garland. That's so good. Rasaker with the rebound, and it's back the other way. And Johnson with a pass. That one gives it over for the Hawks. 32-25. Oh my, we really love that energy. This is what the start-off puts on. And he misses the game. The Cavaliers couldn't answer a number 2-pointer as they lose one again. Here's a take. Now rebound puts up by Hunter. And he'll now have it over to Allen. Allen sits over to Garland. Garland passes to Hunter. Hunter pass to Garland. Garland. Hunter. Over Johnson. It's denied by Johnson. Daniels. The fade finds Capella. Young. Over the wing. And didn't make it in. Now Garland will have it over to Allen. Allen sets to Mitchell. Mitchell gives it over to Garland. Garland tries to get to Hunter. Time running down. Three for Garland. That's good. And that triple range is putting it back. An 8-point game for Darius Garland. He's really like giving all of his energy. He's trying to like beat over by Young, but he's still not sure how to do it. He's really like having a hard time. And it looks like everybody's been shooting. Looks like this is a hard take that they're doing for him. Mitchell. Allen up. Oh, nice fancy playing here for Allen. He has 10 points. Not on my watch after Woody Allen. That's always in my house. Timeout given here by Atlanta Hawks with 2:32 to go. We are almost down to the end of the first half. Coming up will be the halftime show by Social Media Johnson and the big fella, Shaq, and the Jetsman, Kane. We'd really love to see how it's going on. And because of one of our big moments here, this looks like Atlanta Hawks cruises for the first half, better than cruising to revenge attack in the second half of the third quarter. might be the answer, and we will be receiving them later soon once the first half is complete. You really love this one? Yeah, I sure do. I mean, when they just noticing about Atlanta Hawks, they just really have to keep on playing with it like they did for. Always got to do it right. Do some line changes here as we're now in DA. It's checked back on the park. As right now is new changes going on here for the Cavs on a 2-on-3 zone. In middle, Levert, good. That's a number 2 for the Hawks. Only 11 for tonight. And now Garland is on his way. Will now find Hunter. And here's over to Garland with a fist and a teardrop up and in for Garland. He has 10 points. That's Hunter with the assist. Oh, that's what I call the playback. Switch it back. That's what happens with most of the games. And that one sinks it in for DA. Only 2 minutes remaining in the first half. You'll send it over to Jerome. Okoro for 3. That's good. They're tripling it up again. They're down by 4 already. And now here's another take in for Krejci. Okoro now finds Levert. Jerome on him watching. On a step up, yank for 3. No good. Mobley with the rebound, now finds Garfield. Garland, excuse me. Now Hunter, now sends it to Mobley. Mobley, the pass to Hunter. The drive is no good for the Cavaliers. They just keep missing and missing and missing. This layup drive is not doing so well. This is what happens. They don't play often. He lost the dunk. That's for Caldwell, and he should have got a slam down, but he just couldn't get there. Owie. That is a big hurt. I don't even believe how he's doing this. And after Garland with the assist, it's Hunter's first bucket of the game. Well, we now finally had it. I mean, that's all he did. 3-quarter for Terrence Vance, no good. Mobley will send it over to Hunter. And here's Okoro to finish the drive. And got it in. Okoro's got 7 points. And now tied for 39. Here's Levert. He aimed for 3. It's no good again. Mobley. 7th rebound of the night. And it has a pass again to Jerome. Chance for a lead with 30 seconds. Garland wanted to change a little outside on the play-in. Action going on here. To give to Hunter. A screen look on the drive. No good. Conwood with the rebound. Sets to Krejci. Krejci. Levert for 3. It's good. They took it up for the 2-pointer. Garland running out of a little time afterward here. They need to get moving. 6 seconds. Mobley. Garland. With the 3. And it's off the mark. And we approach halftime. 41-39 is the score. Close matchup, but we'll be back with the second half. All right, let's see what Allie's got.
You got it. Trey, what's been the key to your effort so far?
Just playing hard. We're playing hard right now. They made a lot of shots, and we got to make it tougher for them.
Got to keep the fight going, guys.
All right, Allie, thank you very much. And stay tuned for the second half. We'll be back with you shortly after this. Stay tuned.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey everybody, tremendous first half. Glad to have you back. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith. We saw Trae Young lighting it up in the first half. He ended up with 15 points, 3 assists, and 1 rebound. It's been quite a night so far for him. Kenny, let's start with you. What'd you think about the Hawks?
This is what the home fan loves to see. This squad coming out and putting together strong performance. We'll see a couple of individual stats, but what really stand out is how hard they work and how they're playing together.
Looking at Cleveland, Shaq, your thoughts?
You know, they didn't play it too safe. They made some really nice shots. Those were some much needed points. As long as they stay on the same page and keep working together, they got a great chance to take control of this game.
That's all for now. Say goodbye to the folks. Thanks for joining us. Third quarter, just about ready to begin.
You've been watching the 2K Sports Halftime Show. Welcome back to State Farm Arena as we're about to get started for the third quarter for the Game 3 of the NBA playoffs. Ice Trae Young is on a great start to start off the move for the third game of the night. Yeah, he's been really excellent for some reasons. And I said now, Ice Trae, what do you have next? Well, this is going to be what they're finding out, so hopefully they can get back into working. Here's for start for the Cavaliers, as right now Garland is whipped by Donovan Mitchell. Allen is right towards center. Max Strus from small forward. And Evan Mobley in point power forward. Here's Garland with the finish. He makes a drive. That'll be 12 points in the game to start things off. Down by 3 points behind Trae Young. Now Trae Young is on Darius Garland. Trying to look at it. A pass over, dish over. What a great chance here by Young as he sets it over to Jalen Johnson. Up for a 2-point lead. Garland pass to Strus. Strus passes over to Mitchell. Mitchell pass to Strus. Strus looks over to Allen. Allen back across the set by Kabu. Oh, Slimane made a shot, but he makes it in. As Strus makes the assist. He really had it all coming in. And Strus was giving a good pass ultimately, and he was really open on a wide angle. And Young again! Another fly 3 ball. That's the biggest 3-pointers. No sirree! Mobley able to put it in, and that will be the finishing drive in as Mobley has spot 3. And Mitchell with the assist. It's a DM for the pass. They really are all over us now. This could definitely be a harder work for anybody. Ball's loose, rebound by Kalu. 3 for Young. Another one misses. And he tries every 3 attempts, but he still misses. There's Mitchell. Mitchell sets the screen by Evan Mobley. Found a backhander. Rebound by Mobley. Fade a shot. We'll give it over to Mitchell. He'll slide it back this time. Now finds Mobley. Mobley looks over to Donovan Mitchell. Mitchell for the free throw line. That's good. Donovan Mitchell gets 4 points. And now they have the lead up by 1 with 5:50 remaining. Always have to know that, and he makes his 3 free throws impossible, but that's a great range that he's putting it in. Just a nice take on the effort, and he's doing it for him. After Young with the bucket, here is Mitchell. A set back to Darius Garland. Garland, again to Strus. Here's Garland for 3. Murray to 3. No good. Back to a Kongwu, and Young is with the last with the ball. And 3 for Forsaker. That's no good. Rebounded by Garland and sent over to Allen. Allen passes to Mitchell. In the middle, Garland. Upper to the block by Forsaker. Down a shot for Trae. No good. Mobley rebound, not find Allen. He's really not getting a lot of well on the shots already. I thought he was doing perfect, but he didn't get all of it down. Mitchell, pass to Strus. Strus with the cutting bounding. Oh, Jalen Johnson denies a shot. That's just playable out there. How can he just simply do this? He's really banged out. Unbelievable. After Jalen Johnson, he's wrapped up. Timeout given by Cleveland Cavs with 4:32. Oh, they're really just giving up. What he did for him. And nothing would stand out. You know, I don't really see anything going on. He really must have messed something up because defenders were knocking him transactional. They really are putting it all what they can. Nothing really showed him down. Nothing no luck. Nothing at all. We'd like to remind you that our new skit is happening here as we are getting our next take here. The next level is called for the Party Freakout. That's right, beginning on July 13th. That will be all the way down during the summer planning of 2025. You will be able to see most of it with some edits join in as Chris the Beast, along with Clover, Warrior, Luigi, and the rest of the crew back in town for amazing parties. But the denial of this story effort will be that Chris doesn't want the parties to be in his house. You'll stay tuned for the clip beginning on July 13th, only on Son of Beast. Be sure to subscribe to his channel, and if you don't, you'll be spanked up and he'll kick you out of here. Don't mess up with the Beast. Now let's have another change-off look here as Darius Garland and Mitchell moves over to point guard as Green's checked in. Hawks making new changes here as they're now Okongwu, he's checked out, and checking back in will be Nance Jr. Mitchell, Green, trying to go for some two-pointers. Shoots with the two. That's no good. Great solid rebound by Rusacher. Young for the two. No, but take back by Johnson. He really took that one with a big piece over to knock things out. I know. They were not really surprised afterwards. They really kept on coming back. Donovan Mitchell finds Mobley, and a finish on a drive will take the dunk. Evan Mobley, a finish off with the dunk as he puts two-hand dunk down. Yeah, it's just really how it gets things worse in a way. Nobody is standing in at all. Three for Rusacher. That's so good. Green with the rebound again to Allen. Allen, Mobley for two jams in a row. He has another one. That's 7 points, and Allen with the assist. Now, as Young will continue things off with 3:20 to go. Three from Daniels. Doesn't join in the party. The Allen makes another rebound. And he'll send it to Mobley. Mobley for the finish. Got it. They've got their lead up for one as he has 9 points for the first time in the leadoff back-to-back lead changes. And Daniels goes right after and said, "What is up with you guys?" They're not really seeing anything going. Almost would have been a technical foul afterward. Nothing really settles out. Mobley on Jalen Johnson. Does no idea, looks for Green. Green, good cutting, and he finally gets his two-pointer in the first half to second half. He has 4. Now Daniels will take over now, finding Johnson for 3. And he got it! Another three-pointer for the Hawks. There's a bunch of three makes here for the Hawks. They're on fire right now. No, they weren't. I thought there was going to be Cavs that puts a three-pointer ahead, but they're losing it. Mobley for 3. Tries it, but doesn't make it in. And the rebound goes to Daniels. Daniels. Young for corner 3. Good! My goodness! There's a bunch of 3 back-to-backs. Young keeps it going. At timeout given by Cleveland. Well, they were really losing everything. They're not playing afterward. And as for Young, we expected that they are really keeping a high-flying position. Afterwards, there's no stop to this play. The advantage is really like keeping it out of here, but nobody's playing like they did for it. Now we do changes here on the court as the Coros check back in, and now back on the court will be Jerome as Mitchell, Strus, Mobley, and Allen are checked out as Mobley moves over to center. And for the Hawks, only 3 players checked out, 3 players checked in. As now coming back on court is Niang, and Levert and Daniels moves over. Here's a try for Okoro. We'll put it back in. Up it goes. Good to go for Mobley. He has 11. They're down by 3, down to 90 seconds. Here's Young. In middle. Nobody on him. As Daniels puts another throw down. Jerome finds Green. Green with the finish and a beauty drive for Green. He has 6. Well, it's pretty comfortable for Green, and he wants to make the 2-pointer drive. He's excellent. Give it all what he can. Another 3 miss for George Niang. Man, everybody like shooting threes already at this point. I don't know what's going on. It looks like nobody is like guarding on him for some reason. Jerome passes over to Okoro. The bounce pass to Hunter. Hunter. Up it goes. The layup is not out and off the line. Now it's back to Daniels. Daniels. On a pass. Levert for three. And that one misses again. Mobley goes it over to Jerome and now finding Okoro. Okoro. Watching it travel. Finds Mobley on a finish cut. Got it. Mobley's got 13. As Isaac Okoro with the assist. 20 seconds remaining in the third quarter. On his way down, Trae Young. Mate. Two flow. Nothing here. That one misses again for Trae Young. And Hunter right toward the wing. Hunter. What will he do? Green. For the three. And it one goes off the rim and it ends the third. 62-61. Wow, looks like this is a bit of battle out there. Yes, they did. And there's only one quarter left. You don't want to miss it out. It's coming up there next after this. We'll be back with you shortly right after these messages. Now let's have a moment to take a look at the assist of the game presented by State Farm. What they really did now matter with both teams. That McGression puts in for the Hawks, Jalen to Daniels, and over to Okoro was a great use of a set skill. It's great pass, great angle. Yeah, I totally agree. That's what they were doing for. They just need to keep it on and in to lock it tight. We are off the set for the final quarter. Hope you're having fun with us. Let's get to the point. As Young is with Karis Levert. And it's a Conley right toward in the middle. And it's Man right toward it. And it's now going with the power forward position. Here's Garland after the basket here by Hungwu. Garland for three. And he trades it. They are now tied again. Garland with 15 points. Looks like he's trying to get on Trae Young with the catch time. He's out of breath. I mean, he's really like not playing it so well. And this is not the better point in, and he's doing it for him. Another three for the Hawks. It's Karis Levert. Jerome for the drive. That's good. They'll put it in. That's 4 points in the game. There's a lot of back-to-backs on the 2 points and 3-pointers, but it seemed like Hawks wants to do it again. And he misses again. Three for Man. No good. Allen with the rebound. He'll send it to Jerome. And now to pass to Hunter. Face. Passes to Garland. Garland tries to wiggle around, not finding Allen. Fades. Again to Hunter. He rolls back to Allen. And it's stolen by Caillou. And on the fast break. There he comes. He got it. That's a Conway on a fly down. How do you love this one now? Oh, they're really pushing everybody up the court. Get out of here on my way. That might have been taken for some big takes. Now it's Hunter. Hunter trying to roll it in. Now finds it over to Garland. 5 to shoot. Garland for the tip. It's tipped. And Caillou takes over. Caillou's got his second steal of the night. Young on Garland. The three. That's good. Ice Trae is on. Electric on the movement. And it's now 72-66. Well, they're losing everything. And I don't know if number one seed's going to get bumped out for this fight. There really are nowhere to be left out. Garland for the finish. The fouls on Atlanta. That would be Trae Young's first foul. And her first team foul for Atlanta. Well, it's all over now. I mean, yeah, there is Garland trying to do everything, but it looks like he was not shooting it often comfortably. Now that's Garland. He's going to have to like get the 2 free throws in to get a close one. Free throw on the next chance, and the first trip to the free throw line will be the Cleveland Cavaliers. They're trying to look at again to tie it up in a row, and it seemed like that only game 1 was knocked out by the buzz beater of the Atlanta Hawks. There was no perception to that. I really do agree. I mean, this is really like what they don't really play it often like. They need to get this thing moving in. Jerome's checked out as Donovan Mitchell is checked in. For the Hawks, 2 players coming back on the court. Jalen Johnson and Misaker are checked in. And that's good for Darius Garland. 72-68's the score. Now Young slides it back, passes over to Misaker. Misaker toward the zone, denied by Allen. 3 for Johnson. That one will take a 2 and out on the 3-point line. Garland sets to Mitchell. Here he comes! Oh, what a drive by Mitchell. And a timeout will be given by Atlanta with 5:15 remaining. Well, he's been already crying things out already. How could you ever do this to him? And we will step aside. This one is now a 4-point game between Atlanta and Cleveland. Yeah, it's really like giving everyone. It's a better fair. But they look like they're now filling up the heat. Down to 5:15 remaining in the final quarter. As right now, as they already changed everything for defense and offense. Talking from Rally the Force, Kenny Atkinson's telling the team to regroup, and this is what they did. We're not playing this, guys. We have to try to regroup things up. Who's covering for the man defense? And who's covering the offense to take? We need to find another way to get this thing through. And a foul. That will be on Karis LeVert. His first and second team foul for Atlanta. Oh boy, this is what Hunter's doing for. He's trying to get this layup in and make a close quarter range that they're doing it for. My goodness. Free throw starts off for Hunter as he's at the free throw line shooting 2. If I noticed about what they were getting it for, Hunter is really putting a 2 points in the conversion. The set is great, but none of them get over the defensive play-ins that they're doing it for. They're not totally getting enough strategy to do for Hunter. He's playing so hard. It's aggressiveness. That's what he does for most games on the line. That's what he done for. Everything for the contractors, career status, athletics. This is just definitely what he does for. I know it does. I mean, it really happens with Hunter. He really has to get another free throw to get the closing range in. I understand that he does for it. Let's see what he can do. And a free throw will drop out as this will be Hunter with only 1 of 2 free throws in the game. Go again. And that's a combo. Got it. That'll be a Pablo with another 2-pointer. Here's Garland. A set to Donovan Mitchell. Donovan Mitchell. The bounce pass to Hunter. Hunter fades back to Allen. Back to Strus. 6 on a shot clock. Allen needs to get moving. Garland. Step in for 2. That's good. Garland is putting it in the line. 19 points. 4:15 remaining. Now here's Young. Garland feeling it out a little bit. 2 for LeVert. That's another miss here for the Atlanta Hawks as Strus gives it over. And stolen by Congo. LeVert on the 2-3. That's a banger. Number 3 for Atlanta. My goodness, this is a hard-on take. They really pushing it all. No one's been enjoying this as for Atlanta. They really stepping it up big. Garland. 3 for Donovan Mitchell. That's good from the corner. They're back down by 3 again. 9 points in his game. This is really what I always expect with Donovan Mitchell. He's been keeping it going in there. And I don't know what's happening. This really is not playing a nice string that they're doing at all for once. Mitchell sets the Strus. And outside, Mitchell for a 3-point range, and he got it! They are tied up 39-79. He has 12 points. Oh, look at them how they're doing it for him. They're just giving up everybody. Nobody was really showing how he could do for him. And this knocked out one take and he did. The foul's called on Cleveland as Jared Allen has his first personal and their first team foul for Cleveland. 2:57 remaining in the fourth quarter. And now shooting at the free throw line is Anyiki Okongwu. Well, it seems like Anyiki Okongwu is really like getting a free throw in. The muscle piece in is just not really always a great take when he does for it. Plenty of time. That free throw's good for Anyiki Okongwu. Big changes here for the Cavaliers as Mobley stepped in for Max Strus. And moving over will be Hunter at the small forward position. And as for this point, we have our next game, the final game of game number 3, that will be happening here on that line. So coming up later, they're ready to be warmed up, and that's going to be the Rockets and the Timberwolves, ready for the battle at 9 p.m. And then for our next game, as we will be heading into game 4, the next part of the zones will be Atlanta Hawks facing against the Cavaliers. And following along with the next game, we have to take in as we have the Lakers facing against the Golden State Warriors. And following along with tonight's game, the Pacers and the Bucks at 7 p.m. And then finally for our 9 or 10 p.m., the next of the tape is where the line starts. Clippers and the Devils. That'll be the last game here for the first day, so don't miss that one out for the next line on Summit Feast. And then the second day will be the start for the Western Conference first will be the Mavericks against the Thunders. And then following it up, we have the Magic and the Celtics. And then that, we will have another take for you tonight's game for another exclusive one. Pistons and Knicks. And last game will be the Wolves and Rockets in game 4. Only on Summit Feast. There might be one team, but there could be only one that will win it all. Changes are anybody. And now it's time to present their New Balance player of the game. The New Balance player of the game tonight goes to Ice Trae Young. But he really made it. Oh, the three-pointer is given an absolute. This is what I've always been seeing things for Trae Young, but he makes it a great use. This better skill off pass was not always easy, but you can fail to imagine. And all what they did now is to finish off line to success. There's Trae Young with under 3 minutes remaining. And pass off to Allen. Allen passed back to Berlin. Over with the 2. And that will sink it in, and it will be tied up, and the timeout will be on Atlanta. 4:46 remaining in the fourth quarter. And we were going to step aside. A serious Starland. He knocks that point bucket in. We're going back to back again with a tie and leadoffs. The big scores are here. There's no take to keep playing like that. It's going to be nobody that plays it for anybody at all. Group changes here for the Cavs and for the Hawks. On offense and defense, let's see what they can handle. Now it's LeVert. He's on Donovan Mitchell. Trying to roll it in. The 3 for Young. It's good! Ice Trae! I'm fired! How does he make that three-pointer impossible from corner to corner? I don't know. I don't know what he was going to definitely do. That's really, unbelievable. This moment's going to keep going. The 2-pointer. That is off the mark, and it's rebounded by LeVert. Karis LeVert with a spin. Great D by Hunter. Unfortunately, no fouls given by Cleveland. Mitchell trying to look over it again, not finding Allen. Allen, pass to Hunter. Hunter, hit around the move. Solid D by Saker. Man, this is the biggest on the tape on game 3, and they're really out of here. They did. I don't see what they did now. All they had nothing to do for is give it everybody. Here's Young for 2, no good. Rebound by Mobley. He's over to Donovan Mitchell. Mitchell up for the take, and he's fouled. That'll be Young. His second personal foul. Their 13th foul for Atlanta. Oh, they're not lucky this at all. What happened with Donovan Mitchell? He was trying to make the finish off to it, but then the foul was given over. This is bad news. They're not playing it so well. As for Trae Young, he's been like already desperate for this one. Free throw coming up for Donovan Mitchell at 1:22 remaining in the fourth quarter. He's trying to get another free throws in to try to pull and release. Mitchell knocks the first free throw. And now with mood changes here, Max Juice is back on court for Garland and Hunter. And that's also with Max Juice too, with Jerome. And that's LeVert, he will be checked out. And checking back in will be Daniels. He'll make the second free throw. It's a one-point game between Cavs and the Hawks. Here's Trae Young. Will he have another take in the drive? No! Allen will take it over. At a time breaking down as we're nearing a 1-minute mark in that fourth quarter. Biggest matchup of the night in game 3. As right now as Allen will take over against Jerome. Jerome, Mobley, 4 to shoot. Jerome, will he get there? On the back, he got it! Jerome with 6 points, now gets the lead up for 1 for the Cavs. Oh my, wow. All I don't expect it for when they just play it like this is nobody to be offline if you're doing it for real. After Young with the 3, here's Mobley. 3 for Mitchell. It's good. Back to back. Quiet down in Atlanta. Mitchell putting a slow motion to finish the star as now he has 17 and the final timeout will be Atlanta. Wow. What an amazing reference to put in game 3 on day 2. Don't you think that this turned to be like, oh, these guys, I never see anything like this. All I know now, DM, how do you stun the crowd? This is something I've never seen before. It's already go for it. Oh, it's going to be a heartbroken afterward. I mean, it looks like that Donovan Mitchell's been like doing everything more than once. And it's been like keeping the things alive. Oh my gosh. And somebody's trying to like bring the crowd in there. I mean, hey, are we trying to do everything? No, we're not. We're not doing anything like you did for them. And with one last thing to do for us, we're not. Cleveland Cavaliers have already made the buzz beater here and beating over against the Pacers. But the other side of it was Tyrese Halliburton in the second round visits. You've already seen it before on NBA. And for those who haven't, you might want to check this one out. And this is it. Will Atlanta make the win? Let's find out and see what happens now. 88, 87. Will they get the lead? Here's Young. Passes in. Good. Final timeout for Cleveland Cavaliers as they will have to try to see if they can get things back in action to finish the line. Harry the Hawk. Looks like this place is definitely electric here in State Farm Arena. I wasn't really sure if you were always mentioning it before, don't you think? Well, they did. All they done now was they've given everything. Nothing really stands out to make someone who's like possible, and they really had kept on coming in. Well, as you always remember, from you noticing how this one turned to be, this has been like a fantastic on the game that they're putting back in. Of course, I know they did. And all what they did now, it's what happens, but they need to finish everything up. This is no time to waste, and they need to finish it up what they can. This is it. Last chance, and it's over. They may win, or they may not win. All right. right, down to 24 seconds. The shot clock is off. And let's find out if the Cavs can get the buzz beater. And here we go, down to 20 seconds. Garland watching the time go down. Looking for some extra help. 10 seconds. Garland, finish! It's blocked! Gets it over. Time running out. Will he get there? Yes, sir! Evan Mobley! Unbelievable! Game 3 is ours! That was amazing! How do you feel about it now? I know what they felt like, but that was the biggest win that they took. Oh, what a stunned crowd. Everybody's been like going on desperate. Let's go down to courtside tally. Hey, Al?
Well, Donovan, it took a half for you guys to really find your rhythm. But once you did, you took control.
Yeah, I think the biggest thing for us, we just got to compete. I think that's what we did at the end of the day. We found a way to fight back. They got a lot of talented guys on that team. They got a lot of guys who can go out and get buckets and rebound. But we just overcame it, played defense, and that's what we needed.
Thanks, Donovan.
All right, Allie, thank you very much. What an intense game and what an exciting to put it in. But there was no stop to the Cavs to win it in Game 3. Well, that's it for now. Along with Fan and Silver Spoon out of the Force, I'm Paintbrush. Thank you for watching the NBA and 2K Sports. See you next time. All right, to Paintbrush, thank you so much. My goodness, this has been like a bang, bang, bone all over this line. And this is what happens this is the Game 3, and they have never been to choosing it for. Accommodating for anything that they have been chosen for. Not but my for a melt on this, and this really would be like worthless. But they just had a power here for Cavaliers, so they're putting it back in there. Well, I know they did. They just couldn't get over this, backed out from some bad angles. Wow. An unbelievable score, 90 to 89. How do you feel like the Cavaliers want to win this one? And they did. Here's how you did total statistics. 57 for field goals for the Cavaliers, 42 for Atlanta for 3-pointers. 80 for the free throws here for Cleveland Cavaliers. Then it was only 48 for points in paint for the Cavaliers with only 13 underneath. 8 second chance fast points in the second chance for Atlanta Hawks. 22 and 34 bench points and assists for Cleveland Cavaliers. 80 for the offensive rebounds for the Hawks. 28 defensive rebounds for the Cavaliers. 3 steals and 5 blocks with only 1 turnover. It has to be only Atlanta Hawks. And 5 teams fouls were given between Cleveland and Atlanta. 8 dunks for Atlanta. 7 for the Atlanta, a biggest lead. And 17:55 time possession. Alright, let's get going over as right now. Thank you, golf ball. I'll take things over. Let's see how this turns. Alright, whatever you got here, let's see what you have. Now, let's see what we got going on here. Starting with the third star player of the game, as we are looking at over with, it's just nowhere to be going in our line. Donovan Mitchell had only made 17 points with 3 assists, 6 out of 9 field goals with 3 3-pointers, and it was only 23 performance effort. He was like knocking out of his own mind. The hero, they're putting it back in there to work. Then, the second star player of the game goes over to New Balance player of the game, goes to Darius, well, not really that, Darius Garland. 21 points with 3 rebounds, 5 assists, 6 out of 8 out of 16 field goals, 3 3-pointers with 6, and it was only 32 performance effort. He was really like giving all what he can. And your number 1 star player of the game, well, it didn't stand for Trae Young, but as for always, it didn't really appear to make anything. As we know, it is him. It's Ice Trae. 34 points, 2 rebounds, 8 assists, 13 out of 24 field goals, 7 out of 11 3-pointers, and only 51 performance effort. And what a big take and difference here. Don't you think that this one was really tightness to playing in this there golf ball? It sure has. And I believe that this is definitely like a biggest, baddest, and the better rival stands. I mean, I don't know if it does, but it seemed like it was not really easy enough that they were doing it for. Well, as you may have said now, we hope you enjoyed this first game. Wow, this craziest game ever. And with that being said, stay tuned for the next game. We've got the Rockets and the Timberwolves for the final game of game number 3 on 2K Sports, and we'll see how it goes if the comeback puts it in. 2-0 series, that's for Minnesota Wolves. Will they have a 3-0 series? We'll find out soon enough. Anyway, thank you all for watching, and as along with Golf Ball, I'm Tyler. Thanks for joining us, and see you folks next time for as wild as the postseason gameplay dial. So long in Atlanta, Georgia.
If you don't, somebody will.